Hello, Tuesday the 26th of October 2021. Good morning to you. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talks, nice and early in the morning, 7:30. And I promised you a little cookery programme for you today. Now, we're not really exactly making anything. All we're doing is frying this vegan bacon. Now, it's not quite a vegan breakfast, okay? As I mentioned on the show yesterday, we're using eggs as well. And eggs are not vegan because they come out of animals. It's vegan is anything to do that is not to do with animals, if you see what I mean. Okay, so I've got this vegan bacon from Morrison's. Now, I've got to say, this was not cheap. And it always amazes me how vegetarian and vegan stuff is so expensive when they haven't exactly had to bring up a pig, you know, and feed it and give it injections to make sure it's okay and all this business. You know, this has just been, well, I don't know what it's made of. We're going to find out in a minute. So this isn't bacon from Morrison's. £3 for this. I know, £3, and we'll have a look at it in a minute. It says it's made out of plant-based bacon-style rashers made from soy and pea protein, water, soya protein concentrate, soya protein isolate, flavouring, pea protein isolate, vegetable extracts, which is radish, carrot and paprika, salt, potato starch, rapeseed oil, maltodextrin, iron, vitamin B12. All right, that's what's in here. And it also says, also handles gluten. All right, that's what it is. I was going to say about the calories. We're not so much worried about the calories. Anyway, calories per 100 grams, 164. So how many grams is this? 100. So it's 164 calories in there. That don't sound too bad if you're on a diet as well. High-end protein, about £3. It also has quite a lot of salt on it. Can you see the little salt thing? That's the red one there. It's got quite a lot of salt in. But that's it. So we'll try this out. Pan fry for 3 to 5 minutes, okay? So we'll put our pan on, which is that one there, isn't it? That one. There we are, we'll put our pan on and we'll put our bacon in. Let's have a look to see what it looks like. Bit of oil in there. I use olive oil, I don't use vegetable oil. Okay, just a little bit of that in there. So that is what it looks like. Nothing like bacon at all, is it? It doesn't look anything like bacon, but there's already a bit of a smell on it, and I've got to be honest, this smells exactly like bacon. Right. Isn't this exciting? Breakfast with Chris. I bet you wish it was round here, don't you? So cut this open here. All right. That's that. And there it is. Let's take one piece out. I mean, it really doesn't look that appetising, does it? But I've got to say, it smells exactly like a quite salty bacon. So let's put it in here. Now, how many bits we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many bits in here altogether? Let's have a look. Doesn't say. Well, I've put 5 bits in there, which I think is about half. So that's £1.50 worth of this stuff already. It's not cheap, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 left there. So we'll have the 5 in there today. Okay. Doesn't take that long, does it? What did I say? 3 to 5 minutes. It says on the back there. I'm sorry, that's a little bit too white to underneath the lights. So we'll put the eggs in at the same time. I've got better at doing eggs. The whole thing goes in there. Look, without being broken, I hope. There we go. One. Yeah, that's cooking nicely. Oh, it's broken. Never mind. One broken, one not broken. I'm going to put the rest of this back in the fridge over here. I did buy another brand of this vegan bacon, which looks a bit more like bacon, but I've got to be honest, although this doesn't really look like bacon, the one that looks like bacon doesn't look as appetising as this, to be honest. So we'll try that on another morning, okay? Does that look nice to you? You want to come round for breakfast? You want to come round for breakfast? Too late, dear. Right. I'll leave you watching this while I take my cup of tea in the room. I bet you haven't got that this morning, have you? What you got? Ready bread, Special K cornflakes. How are we doing, everyone? How are your mouths? Are you salivating yet? Just got a bit more on the eggs to do, and then we'll be done. We'll go in the living room and try this, and then we'll pop up to the studio and do a little bit more, okay? More in the show today. Don't forget, gang, if you want to put any comments at all underneath the video, feel free to do so, and I shall read those out on the next show for you. Or you can send an email. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Alright? chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. One of the eggs is broken. How disappointing. Never mind. Tomato sauce, of course. Oh, please, I can just hear all the chefs now. Oh, you don't put tomato sauce over it, do you? Yes! And what's your point? And of course, a nice thick piece of bread. This is a proper piece of bread here, darling. Now, the bread is also from Morrison's. And I've only just discovered Morrison's bread. It's got to be some of the nicest tasting bread I've ever had. 2 pieces, please. Thank you, Mummy. I'll show you what a proper slice of bread looks like. Are you moaning again? Ow, that's why he's putting on so much weight. Look at all the bread. Right, that is a proper slice of bread, you see? None of those thin bits. What you get out of those ghastly little plastic wrappers. Oh, this is nearly done. Look. It's just that egg's not quite done yet. Come on. Hurry up, egg. And again with the butter. Butter on the bread. No point in putting a tiny little thin piece on. Why bother at all? You know, just put some decent bleeding butter on here, dear. Does anyone eat margarine anymore? Anyone still on margarine? I don't know what sort, Stork or something like that. Is it Stork? Or your supermarket own brand one? Here we are. Mmm. There we are. That's those done. Used to love doing fry-ups on scout camps. We'd have bacon and eggs. A long time ago that is now. Actually, in my flat in Wandsworth, when I was in my sort of mid to late 20s, always used to have a bit of a fry-up on Saturday mornings. I say a fry-up. Yeah, it was a fry-up. We used to do it in a pan. Sometimes if I come home a little bit drunk on a Friday or a Saturday night, I would do bacon in the microwave. I don't advise that. It doesn't really come out that well. But Saturday it would be a fry-up, and as well as this, I'd add beans, onions and mushrooms to it. But I've only got this today. Now that's done. That's done. All right. There you go. Done. Turn this off. I'm going to put this on a clean plate. Uninfected by... Oh, I don't know about that. A little bit more on that. I'm just going to turn that egg over, which will break it, because that's still not done yet, for speed purposes. There we go. That'll finish that off. That one's done. Oh, come on. We don't worry about too much about presentation. Listen to you moaning. Ow, I wouldn't make it look like that. Shut up. Stop moaning. It's the taste we're worried about, not the presentation. You ought to watch Gordon effing Ramsay. Right, that's done. Okay. Tomato sauce. Ooh. Now I will have one piece without tomato sauce, so we can get the real flavour of it. Thank you very much. Into the living room. Good. The moment of truth, my dears. Light's not so good in here, sorry about that. Just a quick sip of tea. Right, I'll try the piece of bacon without the, piece of non-bacon, so to speak, without the tomato sauce. It's very nice. When I used to eat dead animals many years ago, this is the taste. This is the correct taste. The texture is very similar. This isn't bad at all, actually. Now we'll try it with a bit of tomato sauce, it'll be even better. Okay. They've got the taste absolutely right on this. I would say, and the texture, actually. Very nice indeed. All right. So we can recommend that one. That one's from Morrison's. Oh, I forgot the title of it. Do you remember what it was called now? Is it This Is Not Bacon? Hang on, I'll get the title thing out. Let me get the packet to show you. Right, there we are. Should have kept this with us, shouldn't I? That's it there again, all right? This isn't bacon. Plant-based rashers, and you can find that at Morrison's. It's pricey, £3, and you've got about, I would say, 5 to 10 about 11 or 12. I won't say they're rashers because they don't look anything like rashers. About 12 pieces of that, which will do me for 2 meals. It's quite expensive, isn't it? This isn't bacon from Morrison's. Now, if you don't mind, I'll have a bit of this before I meet you upstairs in Studio 1 of the Mirable Studios, and we'll read one or two. We'll read your messages if there's any of those waiting, and a little bit more of the show. Thank you very much. You could have had this morning if you were around here, Mark Bowles. And very tasty it was too. Perhaps there's like a vegan bacon that you could recommend, vegan non-bacon, that you could recommend for me to try. I'll do another little video for you. Just send it through perhaps on one of your comment section. You can send an email there to chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Tell us where you might find a vegan thing that you can recommend for me to try. All right, just a couple of messages from yesterday's show. Shorter in length, says SCTV fan Chris. Hello to you, Chris. He said shorter in length videos, bite-sized episodes are great. Thank you very much, Chris. And the Dark Side says on the subject of Insulate Britain, which we talked about yesterday. I was just looking actually on the news before I came up here. As you know, it's now Tuesday, you see. One of the reasons, sorry, the door's open there. One of the reasons I wanted to do another video today was to catch up. Because, of course, I'm sending these videos out really late at night. And by the time you see it, the Monday has become Tuesday anyway. So now that we're up now. We've caught up now, sort of thing. That's why it really is Tuesday. That hasn't changed. I haven't changed it so it says Tuesday. It is Tuesday while I'm recording this. And I did look on the news to see if Insulate Britain were around anywhere this morning. And they don't appear to be. So perhaps they've all fallen in the river. Good. Bye. Bye. Oh dear. Anyway, the Dark Side 69 says Insulate Britain are nothing more than a bunch of wet wipes. Please don't put those down the toilet. Do not put wet wipes. It doesn't matter if they say they're flushable. They're not. The water people say they're not flushable. So don't put them in the toilet. Anyway, he says, Darkside 69 says, Insulate Britain are nothing more than a bunch of wet wipes who don't even have insulation in their own houses and should be held accountable for any death. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. These people that are in cars and ambulances, and they won't let them through. We've seen it on the videos, on the various videos that people upload to their various Facebooks and Twitters and things like that of people that can't get to the hospital. They should be held accountable. Could you not class that as murder? I think you could. I think you could if you think about it. Thanks for your comments there. Any comments on today's show? Stick them in the comments section below there. I noticed once again that the music was a little bit too loud at the end of yesterday's show. I think I fixed that now. I hope I've fixed that now, because we like to have a little bit of music playing under us at the end of the show, which I'll do now. Let's just see. There we are. That's better, isn't it? Not so loud now. Also, I noticed for some reason on my large television downstairs, the synchronisation between sound and picture is out, and I'm not quite sure why that is. Is it okay on your tellies? Can you let me know? It's perfectly all right on the phone or the computer. It's just the big telly downstairs which is a little bit tried. All right. Thanks for joining us on the show today. There'll be another one, hopefully, for you tomorrow. Enjoy your Tuesday. Cheerio now.